Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hope all is well. Thank you for coming, especially at 8:30 in the morning. My name is Deyamport. I am a social media leader, consultant, and digital academic. And I used to work as a social media strategist for a career development company. I also recruited for a career development company. And in terms of, education, I used to be a college and career coordinator for Gear Up. And I have substituted before, which taught me that I had no business in the K through 12 classroom. So my hat's off to you this morning. Twitter is the most phenomenal social networking tool, in my opinion. It allows you to do things that no other social network offers. And so today, I'm going to talk to you about how to use Twitter as a professional development tool. And you're going to do that by developing a personal learning network. And the personal learning network is simply an informal learning network in which you interact with people, you share ideas and exchange information. Just think of, even at this conference, there may be other teachers you've met, and you say, wow, you're doing that in your classroom? Let me get your email. Let's exchange ideas and resources. So it's doing what you could do in person and face-to-face at your school, at other conferences, and taking it online, in which now your network is now global. As I said, Twitter is an informal social learning network. It allows you to follow a myriad of experts across many fields, connect with peers, and obtain information in real life. Now, in terms of following a myriad of experts across many fields, as a teacher, you know that basically, even though you may teach language arts is really, all subjects are really interdisciplinary. I mean, you can't teach social studies, quite honestly, without some literature component to it. You can't teach language arts without a social studies component to it as well. And so by this, you're able to follow teachers who are not only language arts teachers, you can follow teachers or college professors who are historians. You can follow tech people. You can follow, like Mashable magazine, which is a tech-based online magazine, which again in their feed you can see all sorts of tools that you can say, wow, I never knew this tool existed, and it will give you links to other tools that you can actually use. And in terms of obtaining information in real time, as you saw earlier with my Twitter feed, things are just coming in. And once you start building your network, you can actually tweet out and say, hey, I am doing a unit on the giver. Who else has done this unit? I'm looking for some resources. If people in your network are either studying that book now or have, other teachers will start tweeting you, hey, I've done this, or check out my blog to see what I've done here. Oh, YouTube has these videos. And so now you're obtaining this information in real time. And the great thing about it is, because it's online and it's Twitter, social network, with the app, you can get your hair done and get the information by tap. You can be at the checkout line at Walmart going, this is a long line. Let me see what someone has for me today. So it's just right there at your fingertips, and it's a great resource. Create an account, and it's very simple, just like creating email address, email account. We're going to, in the presentation, we're going to explore the features of the site and find people for you to follow, because you're going to actually create a Twitter account here. You're going to find some people to follow, and you're going to tweet today. And you're going to see what I see. All righty now. Let's go to Twitter.com. Yes, I live in a PC world. I'm telling you. That's a free, oh, you have a computer, okay. We're going to twitter.com now.
I'm already following.
You're on Twitter as well?
I'll get there. Thank you.
All righty. Who here is already on Twitter? Okay. While people are, everyone's at twitter.com now? All right, go to create, or sign up for an account. And then you're just going to follow the simple instructions when you get there, which is going to ask you for an email address and your name and all of that stuff. Now, don't worry about location. We ask you a location because on my Twitter account, I actually put Earth. I don't say where I'm from. So.
Alright, I was wanting to create a new account. It's not wanting to let me on my same email address.
It will not do that. You have to use another email address. You cannot have 2 Twitter accounts with 1 email address. Thank you for bringing that up.
But you could have 2 different names, right?
You have 2 different, actually you have the same name with different email addresses. Like, my name, again, is Will Deyamport. Now, my Twitter feed that I normally use, your Twitter account, is People Got You. Now, my Twitter name is People Got You, but again, the name comes across as Will Deyamport. Here today, I'm doing this as Will Deyamport. Like, if you do a search right now and click Will Deyamport, you're going to see multiple accounts sort of come up. So you'll see that. So,
Which one do you want us to follow?
the one that I'm going to get the most use out of will be People Got You. So, and that's, I have a blog and a YouTube channel under that name as well. So is everything's going okay with everyone signing up? Okay, now it's going to take you through different steps. Now, one of the steps is going to ask you, do you want to pull people from your email address book? And basically what that means is anyone who is in your email address book who is on Twitter, it will pull them for you to follow. Now, you do not have to follow them. But if you're already in contact with them, at least that will give you a sort of group of people to start building your personal learning network. So while everyone is doing this, what made you at 8:30 in the morning sign up for Twitter as a professional development tool? All the CEUs. Now I know I am presenting to teachers.
Actually, I've never used it,
Yes.
and just kind of curious to see how that could be something more useful than following a celebrity. And that was really.
It is awesome. I follow a couple of celebrities now, but
I just I'm not imaginative enough to.
Yeah, I follow a couple, but generally the quote-unquote celebrities I follow are people who really bring something more to me than, them taking pics on the beach. And they really interact. So I follow Kristen Cunningham, designer. I don't know if you used to watch Design on the Dime on HGTV, but she was there, and now she's on her own network. And so she and I really interact with each other. And in fact, that's my wife right there. And she Skyped in with my wife's class because she and I were talking, and I said, hey, my wife is doing a career unit. Would you Skype in to my wife's class to tell them about your job as interior designer and what you do? And she said yes. So, some people, are cool. But again, I'm not, if they're saying, hey, Jay-Z, how you day? I don't do that, so. So, if you're there, hopefully you have chosen a professional name, which I recommend is your name. Now, yes, use your name. You don't want party all night. drunk weekend. You don't want that. You want your name. Because again, this is online, and your principal and the world will be able to see what you tweet. Again, unless you protect your tweets, and then only people that you allow to see your tweets will be able to see that. Now, upload a professional picture. Since you are using these, you can do that at home. Normally people do a headshot, which you can do easily with your laptop with the webcam, or by phone, either way. And again, adding your location is optional. Some people will say, Hackensack, New Jersey. Or some people say Mississippi, some people say Alabama. I just prefer to say Earth, because no one needs to know where I am from unless I tell them. Now, these are definitions that you need to understand. Now, your timeline is a record of all of your tweets in real time. And those will be the tweets. They're going to start from new to top. And I'm going to show you an example of this.
Bill, can I ask you a question? Are you going to upload this slideshow, so we need to take this?
If you follow me, on Twitter and tell me you want this presentation, I will email it to you. So I can get that to you. See, my wife told me, you don't have any handouts. I was like, no. She said, you need to start thinking like a teacher.
Well, a lot of times they'll just upload it to the Mecca website and you can pull it up.
Well, I'll talk to them about doing that. Thank you.
And they'll email me.
All right, so this is the timeline right here. And so all your tweets will start up at the top and then go down, and they show you when was it posted in terms of 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, whatever, and it goes down. It could be an hour, 2 days, whatever. So you better go back there to check that out. Now, a tweet is a 140 character post. Now, it's not 140 words, it's 140 characters, which means spaces count. Now, you are teachers and you are used to seeing people very imaginative with their spelling. Now, at 140 characters, you are going to see some creativity, because there are sometimes you're going to have to say something and you're going to go, how can I say that so people can mentally see what I'm saying? Because you only have 140 characters. You'll see a lot of abbreviations. Now, a retweet, and I'll show you an example of that. A retweet is simply a reposting of someone else's tweet. Now, it can be done two ways. You can do this on your Twitter feed right here, where you do a retweet. And I'm going to ask you all to do that once we start actually tweeting. So I just sent a retweet that way. Those are the hashtags, what someone mentioned earlier. A hashtag is basically a label added to tweets to identify content. So you can do that whether you're in a chat, participating in a live chat, or you're asking a question and you want people who follow that particular hashtag to answer a question, or to put out a statement, to tweet something that you want those people to follow. And very popular hashtags on Twitter are EdChat, EdTech, there's LearnChat, and again, that's creative spelling because you only have, generally speaking, people do not have long hashtags unless they're trying to be funny, like, woke up this morning real late, fell on the steps, bad day. But they're just doing that just to say whatever. But that's not a hashtag people do for you to actually really follow. And again, once you start tweeting, I'm going to have you tweet a hashtag so you do this. Now, the features of this new Twitter, oh my gosh, I really hate this new Twitter. Because it's a different design from what I normally use. So the new Twitter, you have all of them have a direct message, which is a private message sent to you. So if you want to send something to someone that you don't want anyone else to see but them, and it could be an email address, it could be your cell phone, it could be your Skype ID, you will send a direct message. Now, you can only send a direct message to someone who is following who is following you, and someone can only send you a direct message if you are following them. Now, the Ad Connect, again, this is part of the new Twitter. It comes in, it has two different tabs there. There are the interactions, and see, someone just tweeted me something right there. You see that? Hope your presentation on Twitter as person member 2 goes well. That is Sue Bex, and she has expertise in personal learning networks, social media. And so basically, you see where Timo and Sue Beck added me to their list. So, and other people follow me. So basically, with these interactions, you will see anything that is associated with your name will get put up under these interactions. The second tab here is the Add Mentions. Now, these are tweets that are sent directly to you, or there can be tweets where people mention you by name. So, for example, if I saw another gifted teacher and I said, hey, you should follow my wife, she teaches gifted. Now, I'm going to send that tweet to that other teacher, but once I include my wife's Twitter feed in that tweet, my wife will get that tweet as well because it mentions her. So that's how the mentions go. Does anyone have any questions so far? On writing. Activity, which is the snapshots of your followers, retweets, and favorites. You will find that here under the Discover tab. And under the Discover tab, it just basically gives you sort of a quick hit of different popular stories that are happening around. It also shows you, like if you click on this list on who to follow, it'll give you a list of people to follow. And generally speaking, this is based upon the people you already follow or the tweets that you tweet. Now, it's not perfect. Sometimes, you may tweet and you may say, how did this person show up here? But that doesn't happen. Well, it does happen sometimes, often, but no. And then there's the activity I was telling you about. All right, so I'll follow these people. And so you'll see some activities ahead, like they follow these people. So I can see the people that they have followed, or if they retweeted something, or if they favorited something, I can see that with this little tab. And maybe I want to click on that link, or maybe I want to follow that person that they follow. The search is a way to find other users by name, subject area, or hashtag. And so earlier I told you that you could click in the search and find me. So let's just say,
I sent you one of somebody
oh yeah, the football player. So I click that, and you see there's two people there, and that's People Gaji, and you see here. So if I put in, let's say, second grade teachers. And you see all of those pop up. And those are people that you will be able to see and follow. Now, if you're going to check by hashtag, which is a great way to see what's going on. Let me speed that. So EdChat again is the most popular hashtag for teachers. And so notice how now that's Edutopia, and looks like they retweeted something with the hashtag EdChat. Everything that shows up that people have actually used the hashtag EdChat will pop up and you'll be able to see it. So that's Tom Whitby, Cheryl Terrell, who actually made that video you saw earlier, Joyce, and I follow most of these people on People Gotcha. So that's a way to actually do search and actually, because again, you can say, hey, what are some great activities to use with a smart board in language arts? EdChat hashtag. Click it, and what this does is reaches people who don't even follow you, but they'll follow EdChat hashtag. They'll see that, and they'll be able to see everything that went on. So it's a great thing. So we already talked about the Discover. All right, so now everyone's account should be here. Let's find people to follow. So in the search field, type up anything you want. Teachers, you can use a hashtag, EdChat. You can type in technology, what have you. Go ahead and pop that in, and you should see a list of people, and then just look through, find you about 5 people, and click the follow.